All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to a very special episode of Navigating the Modern World with Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight on this late Thursday evening. It is Thursday, December 26, 2024, the day after Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful, fantastic Christmas day with your family and maybe some of your friends and other people that you love and care for. I certainly did. I'll share more about all of that and a whole lot more in just a few here. But before we get to all of that, first of all, let me make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that it is rolling well. And it looks like it is. And let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it looks like it just did. And let's do a sound check. Glad you can all join me here tonight on this late Thursday evening. It is Thursday, December 26, 2024. The day after Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful day. All right, everything is rolling well. Everything is all good and rolling well. First and foremost, happy holidays, everyone. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas day yesterday with your family, friends, and other loved ones. Dawn, my mother, and I had a very nice dinner together, just the three of us. My brother spent time with his girlfriend's family. You know, when you have girlfriends or husbands or wives or boyfriends, you know, when you have significant others, you got to, go back and forth every year, spending time with, one side of the family, and then next year, the other side of the family, right? That's just the way it works, and that's, the polite and courteous way to do it. But we had a phenomenal time. My mother and Dawn cooked up a fantastic meal. And I helped a little bit. The ladies let me help a little bit. I, cut some potatoes up, peeled them, cut them up, and did some other stuff. I wanted to help more, but they wanted to do it. So I said, okay, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So it was a fantastic time. Hopefully you and yours had a fantastic day as well. And now that Christmas is over, what's left? New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We're less than 5 days away from New Year's Day, right? So what do we have? We are on the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. 5 days from New Year's Eve and 6 days away from New Year's Day. Now, I'm only going to be on probably for about 45 minutes or so. Dawn is doing something else right now. She's on a conference call with some friends. And she's going to be done at around 9 o'clock Pacific time. Right now, it's 8:04 p.m. Pacific time, 11:04 p.m. Eastern time. So, Dawn will be done around midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. And so I want to be done by then so I can spend some time with my lady. So I'm going to get right to it. Let me first of all read the title of this stream. The title of this stream is Silicone, a.k.a. Jace. Now is the time to stop. Plus, GNA Positivity Pledge Day 4. One more time. Silicone, a.k.a. Jace. Now is the time to stop. Plus, GNA Positivity Pledge Day 4. So before I get to all of that, I'm going to deal with the silicone thing. And if you don't know who Silicone is, just follow along. Most of you that have been a part of any community that knows about me or of me, you know who Silicone is. You know what Silicone does and has done. And tonight, I'm going to talk about this one final time and hopefully put it to rest. And hopefully send out a very strong message, as polite as possible, to Silicone and other people. And so we're going to get to that at the last part of the show, or during the last part of the show. Okay. First part, I'm going to talk about the positivity pledge, but before I get to that, let me make you folks aware. I didn't do a walking stream earlier today because it is pouring out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We've got showers for the next several hours, and they started around the time when I was going to walk. And it's going to rain constantly until like 7 or 8 in the morning, and then it's going to be clear. So I will be walking tomorrow, but I didn't even want to go to the park and risk, getting my equipment wet and ruining my equipment. It just wasn't worth it. So I did a little exercising here at the house, and then I said, you know what? This is a perfect time to go live from the studio. So that's why I didn't go live earlier today. Now, let's start off by talking about the GNA Positivity Pledge. This is day 4 of the GNA Positivity Pledge. And now that I'm in the studio and I have a lot more control here, I use open broadcast software. I can pretty much show you folks anything. There's a lot more functionality to, in-studio streams using third-party software than, using YouTube mobile. You're limited to what you can do on mobile. But the sky's the limit when you're in the studio. So let me, first of all, go over to the browser source here. Come on. Why aren't you staying there? Yeah, there you are. Okay. So right there is the GNA website, genuinenetworkingassociation.org. I want to first start off by saying, before I get into what the Positivity Pledge is in detail here today, I want to make you folks aware that the GNA website is 100% secure. It has HTTPS, which is the standard secure protocol. Remember back in the days, it used to be HTTP. Not every site was secured, but now, basically, if you don't secure your site, Google will make people aware, and sometimes your site will be inaccessible. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you go to the top section, I'm using Firefox when I'm on the show live because I use Chrome to run my YouTube stuff. So I primarily use Chrome, but I use Firefox to, show websites while I'm live. But it's the same thing. When you click on the top there, it says connection secure, site information for www.genuinenetworkingassociation.org. Connection secure. You are securely connected to this site. More information, right? And you can click on there. The page you are viewing was encrypted before transmitted over the internet. Encryption makes it difficult for unauthorized people to view information traveling between computers. It is therefore unlikely that anyone read this page as it traveled across the network. Right. So the site's secure. There have been some trolls out there that are trying to put out aspects that are not secure. There is one thing that I do need to fix that may temporarily come up unsecure, but it's not. It's actually totally secure. I have a lot of media on demand. If you see the media on demand tab here, if I click on that, okay, and then it goes to media on demand, let's just click on, genuine relationships in the 21st century. Is it possible? I did 3 episodes of this show, and then I continued it on YouTube for a while, but I only put the first 2 online. I haven't updated it. But anyway, I'm not going to go any further and actually show you this because I'm not logged in. But when you click on the episodes and then you play an episode through the player, those episodes were uploaded to genuinenetworkingassociation.com. And I did that because I wanted to have, the content on a different server so it doesn't affect bandwidth. Now, initially, when I created the GNA sites, first it was GNAnetworkingassociation.com, and then I switched it all to .org. And I used the .com just for, uploading larger files that I want to stream over the main site, the .org, right? When I first did that, the sites were not secure. HTTPS wasn't as prominent as it is today. And when I linked those aspects of those files, they were linked as HTTP. So if you click on them, they click as HTTP. But I also have the .com site set to redirect unsecured links to the secured link. It'll automatically transfer over to HTTPS. But while it's happening, you might get a notification or notice that the site's not secure. It is secure. It's just what I need to do is go into each one of these media files, which there's there's probably like 300 of them, and add an S at the end of the HTTP, and that'll solve that problem. There is absolutely zero security. There are absolutely zero security issues with the GNA site, so do not worry about that. If you are worried about it, and you become and you actually join to be a part of the site, is free, and you want to access the media on demand. And you're worried about the links not being HTTPS on the audio files linked to the other site, then just, hold off, and I'll have that all fixed by, the next week or so. But the site is completely secure. Your information is totally secure, okay? Now, let's go back to the home page here, okay? Let's go back to the home page. Now, the positivity pledge. If you go to the home page for right now and until the pledge is done, and I'm always going to display prominent links on the home page of the GNA website, the GNAnetworkingassociation.org website. If you click on that link, which is right here, you see this? See that right there? Okay. Clicking on that link will take you to the positivity pledge section, right? You can also go, I know it's going to be hard to see on mobile, but if you tilt your phone, you might be able to see it. Or if you're on a TV watching this, you'll see it clearly. The link is www.GNAnetworkingassociation.org/GNA positivity pledge. That'll take you to this page here, but you can just go to the home page of the website and click the link there, and that'll be much easier. I still need to also add the links in my video description sections. I haven't done that yet. I'll be doing that over the next day or so. And then people can just go to the description section and access the link directly if you want to take the GNA Positivity Pledge. So like it says here at the top, take the GNA Positivity Pledge today and join us in 2025 for the most amazing year ever. Big smiley face. There's my picture right there. Sending positive energy your way. And right here, current signatures equals 11. And I'm not going to show that section because there might be a couple of trolling comments at this point. I'm going to moderate that once the stream is over. I'm sure it has to do with the guy I'm going to be talking about here today in just a little bit. He's a very obsessed person. He's a very entitled, obsessed, early 40s, millennial. And I'm just going to make my statements here in a bit, but I'm sure he's trolling my site right now because he has nothing better to do. And I'll explain more about that in a little bit. And he can get triggered all he wants and whatever, but it is what it is. This is going to come to an end. And I'm going to put out my statement here today on how and why it's going to come to an end. Okay. So let's see here. Let's scroll down. Oh, by the way, over here, let me read what it says here. Please take the GNA Networking Association GNA Positivity Pledge and join us on a journey of greater accomplishments personally and professionally in 2025 and beyond. The GNA It's about further helping you learn to enhance your personal development through positive reinforcement. We know today's modern world can be extremely challenging as we are dealing with many aspects of life, both online and offline. We'd like to continue sharing our experiences and resources with you in regards to your personal and professional needs. If you are open to self-help / personal development, including suggestions and change, we are the organization that will focus our energy to accelerate your capabilities. Everyone has incredible potential they may not realize, and we'd love the opportunity to help you unlock and unleash your full capabilities. Take the GNA Positivity Pledge now, and let's make 2025 and beyond the best years of our lives yet. So that pretty much says it all right there on what it's about. Now, if you go to the right over here, if you're on mobile, this will all go down. There won't be a left or a right section like you see on a laptop or desktop, the web version. On the mobile version, you'll scroll down and you'll see one thing at a time. You know how it works, folks, right? I'm just showing you the web version here. It's the same thing. It's just, has columns left and right, where on mobile, that's not possible, especially if you're, scrolling down portrait mode. Now, there's the GNA logo. This petition is sponsored by the GNA. Find out more and get updates on our YouTube channels. Click the buttons below to subscribe now. Right here, for people that aren't aware of our channels, this is the main channel I'm broadcasting live on right now, GNA, Genuine Personal Development. You can click this area here to get to the channel and subscribe over there. Bang the bell, select notifications. And then below that, you can come back and you can click on GNA2, Genuine Life Personal Development, and subscribe there as well. I just shared those links there in case some new people come around and, want to know what the best way is to follow us on social media and participate with us. Okay. So that is that. And then towards the bottom right and towards the bottom of the mobile version, you'll see this little section right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to move the chat over to the other side for the time being because I don't want it to distract. Holy Moses. Holy Moses, official 1SP with the $50 super sticker. Wow, big round of applause. Wow. Where did that come from, buddy? God bless you. God bless you. Wow. That's a $50 super sticker, actually. Man, you could have put a message in there through a super chat at least to get your money's worth, bro. You're a guy, if I remember correctly, right? How are you doing? Wow. Wow, man. God bless you, man. I don't know if you believe or not, but God bless you. I don't know what to say. I really don't. There's a 1 minute delay also between what I say and what goes out. So my reaction to you is going to be a minute off because I have that security measure here in case I need to dump the delay. But wow, thank you so much for your $50 super sticker. God bless you again. I'll check up on any responses here in a few, man, but thank you. Wow. I was like, I moved the chat over, and next thing you know, this $50 super chat pops up, or it's a super sticker, actually, because there's no message. Wow. You know what I'm going to have to do? Because I'm blocking the bottom right part of this thing. So let me do this, okay? Let me move this here. And let me move this here. Okay. Delay for a second here because of a certain reason. Give me a second here. Let me just wait a second here for this to come back. Just want to make sure that we are all good. So my apologies for that. Thank you again for the $50 super sticker, official 1SP. Wonderful. So, come on. There we go. I'm going to have to hold on a second. Let me move this here. I'm going to lay for a second here because of a certain reason. Give me a second here. All right. So, and I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit right here. Give me a second. Let's do this. Usually it blows up a lot easier than this, but sorry about that. Give me a second. Let's do this. All right, there we go. It says, please take the GNA Positivity Pledge now and join us for a great start to 2025. So all you have to do, first of all, choose your surname, Miss, Mr., Miss, Mrs., MX, or Doctor, right? And anything that's highlighted in like red there is a required, is a required field. Enter your first name, enter your last name. Only the first letter of your last name will show. And then add your comment here, which is optional, but you should add a comment. That'd be nice. 2 lines max, and enter your email, which will be verified. Once you send your email, you're going to receive an email from the email you inputted, and you're going to have to click on that email to validate the link, and then it'll put your pledge on the website. Then this is not a required field. You can enter your city. If you don't want to, you can leave that blank, but your state or your province is required and your country is required. And then you can BCC yourself or you can uncheck that. But either way, you're going to get the verification email. I'm not going to fill this out and show you the steps. You folks know how that works, but all you have to do once you fill it out is click sign now. If you miss a field and you click sign now, it's going to highlight the fields that you need to fill out before you'll be able to sign, the pledge, right? Once you do that, a message will show up at the top of this box and say a verification email has been sent to the email you signed up with. And you need to go to your email, click that link, and then that will add your pledge and your message at the bottom of the website. Okay. So that is that, and why should you do this? Because you're worth it. Like it says right here, you're worth it. And, we want to connect with as many positive people as possible here at the GNA in 2025 and beyond, and really start to spread more of a positive and happy message, not just offline, but online as well. And that's pretty much all it boils down to. The site is secure, it's simple, it's safe, it's easy, and it's not going to cost you anything. Every so often, we will send you an email to make you aware of certain things we're doing. Most things that we are doing will have no cost. Some will have a low cost. It's going to be optional. No one's going to force you to do anything. But if you want to keep up with us, take the pledge that you're going to be positive. If you're not already, most people, are positive and want to become more positive, but some people are struggling with their positivity, and we can even help you too. Take the pledge, vow to be positive in 2025, and then allow us to every now and then keep in touch with you and make you aware of what we're doing, because it may be something that you might be interested in participating in that could help tremendously further your success. Okay. We want to uplift you. We want to empower you. We want to give you the emotional support that you deserve. And that goes for both women and for men. Okay. So that is that. I have not heard back from the official 1SP. But thank you for your $50 super sticker again. God bless. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Every now and then, Josh would get big. All right, let's go back to full screen. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Because I got to use the restroom and I want to take a little break before I get to the final part of the show. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Silicone, aka Jayce. I know you're watching. I know you're always watching. I know how obsessed you are. I've learned a lot about you and your character and your past, and I'm going to talk about it. And here's the thing, Silicone, aka Jayce. First of all, saying the first name is not uniquely identifiable. I'm not here to dox you. I'm not here to dox your family. I'm not here to threaten you. I'm not here to say anything besides the truth of the matter. I've done my research, and you have tremendously affected my abilities to run my business out here, and you've done that through paying other creators large amounts of money to create hateful and abusive content on me. That is the truth of the matter, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Okay? And quite frankly, you're not going to stop. But I'm going to ask you to stop. And I'm going to share with you, some things that, I may have to do to protect myself from you if you don't stop. That's all. I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying it's time to stop, because what you're doing is basically you've created a paid targeted hate attack on me. And I'm not here whining or crying or complaining, but it is affecting my presence here on the YouTube platform. And at the very least, I'm going to talk about it and make people aware of how much of a hypocrite, first of all, you are, and how ridiculous this whole thing is. And to the creators that are accepting payment from you, okay, they're just as wrong, because they're taking payment, with the intention to do as you tell them, which is harass me on YouTube and my girlfriend too. That's the bottom line. And you can sit there and troll my website all day. I'll just keep blocking you. I'll keep screenshotting things, and I'll keep blocking you. And I'll keep laughing at you in my head. That's the bottom line. But at the very least, people are going to know that you're a big hypocrite, and everything you've said about me is basically how you've lived your life. Everything that you've accused me of is basically a clear-cut projection of who you are. So stick around for that, Silicone, aka Jayce, and other people that are invested in this story. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a quick break. So let me cue up some royalty-free YouTube music. We're all good. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a 3 to 5 minute break. And when we return, we're going to get right to it. Stick around. We'll be right back. right, we are back. We are back. We are back live. And we are just going to scratch and get right back down to business. Welcome back to the show, everyone. All right. All is great. All is well. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you again to Official 1SP for your $50 super sticker. Man. God bless you, man. That means the world. It really does. Thank you so much. All right. So before we get into the Silicone situation here, this is, yeah, this is just, oh, wow. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I'm not going to say what just happened, but it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm sure someone's going to be appearing in the chat really soon. This is a members-only live chat, by the way, folks. Publicly viewable stream with a members-only live chat. You'll need at least a $2.99 channel membership to be able to chat here, or you can send a super chat or super sticker. No problem at all. So, give me just a second here. All right, we're good. Let's get to the Silicone thing. So, first of all, I'm going to make it very clear here. There are people on this YouTube platform that have been specifically been paid by this Silicone character to make hateful and abusive content on me. Silicone has gone out there publicly on their YouTube account. It is Jace. Okay, that's his first name. Not going to mention his last name. Not going to mention any addresses. Not going to mention any family members' names or anything like that. I'm just here to share the story. And I'm here to share how much of a hypocrite this guy is. And the people that are accepting money from him, they're all hypocrites too, because they know exactly who he is. And they know exactly that he's done far worse than I've ever done. Okay. And they don't care simply because of the fact that he's paying them money. Hey, babe, I'm done with class. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, babe. Yeah. That's cool. You're done early. Yeah, I'll be done here in about 15 minutes or so. I'm just talking about Mr. Silicone here and making the audience aware, and it's all in a positive way. We're going to put this to rest here. But thank you so much for being here. We got a $50 super sticker from Official 1SP, baby. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. Wow. Merry Christmas, right? And Happy New Year, right? So here's the thing, Silicone, Jace. Okay. Now I've looked into you. Everyone has the legal rights to look into anyone. It's about, what you do with that information, whether it makes it lawful or not. There's nothing illegal I'm doing here. Okay. I'm not putting out anything uniquely identifiable, but you know who you are, and other people know who you are, and that's what really matters. And I'm doing this because I am putting it out there to defend myself and to make people aware that this needs to stop, and it's going to stop one way or another. Okay. The bottom line, it's going to stop one way or another. I'm going to give you an opportunity to just walk away. Because again, I have all the proof in the world. It is you. Watching TV till you're done. All right, babe. Thank you for stopping by. Have yourself a nice time watching TV. I'll be joining you momentarily. Fantastic. That's amazing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. The $50 super sticker. Yeah. There are a lot of good people out here, babe. There are a lot of good people out here. Just a few people want to create some noise and make some easy money from a spoiled and entitled millennial that came into some money and is blowing it, in just strange ways because he's just a very immature and insecure person. and it makes him feel better about himself, right? That's the truth of the matter, right? But yeah. So here's the thing, Silicone. Let's just call you Silicone, okay? You've been coming at me for a year and a half now. Let's say a year and a half, maybe 2 years, right? You've been saying a lot of nasty things about me. You've been talking about my family's estate. You've been talking about the fact that you feel I'm living off the estate, which I'm not, right? You've been talking all that smack about my family. And you've been also saying that, oh, you've got a lot more than my entire family and this and that. And the bottom line, Silicone, is you're full of shit. You don't. And I don't care. I don't care who has more. This is not a competition. This is not about who has more money or who's better at this or who's better at that. This is about an early 40s millennial man that is really, in my opinion, is really sick in the head, is really hurting emotionally deep within, and is using the YouTube platform out here and paying people to come at someone that he probably wishes he could be like, right? To make himself feel better. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Okay. Now, here's the thing, Silicone. Your family has an estate. I'm speaking about this generally. I'm not mentioning their names. I'm not mentioning your last name. I'm just mentioning the situation. So I know, and everyone else knows, right? Your family has their own estate, right? And the home that you're an owner of in one of the 2 states above California. I'm not going to mention the specific states. I don't need to. We all know what states are above, California, right? The 2 states above California before the Canadian border, right? Okay. The home that is on your name was transferred to you through a family trust. You were given that home. So you have the nerve to come out here and talk all this trash about me and say that I'm living off of the family estate and this and that. And I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm just putting it out there because you've tried to make yourself come off like you're this rich guy that has homes and has all this money and this and that. When the truth of the matter is that from what I can see, you're living off of your family. You've been given stuff by your family. You've been taken care of by your family. And you've also caused a lot of issues for your family that they've probably bailed you out of. Okay. In your mid to late 20s, okay, you had some infractions. Okay. Some petty stuff, petty theft, petty speeding tickets, petty driving without a license and all that. So, you did that all in your 20s. And apparently, as you got into your 30s and now your early 40s, you really haven't changed, because what you're doing out here on YouTube, paying people to harass people through their content, is similar to that type of behavior. That's the bottom line, right? That's the bottom line. And so you're trying to come out here and you've targeted me because I'm a guy whose family has an estate, and the estate's going to be handed down, which I don't care. It doesn't matter. I love my family, right? But none of that is under my name at this point. And I'm 51 years old. I'm practically like 10 years older than you, right? You were given this, 5 years ago or so, right? In your mid 30s, right? So you've been given stuff from your estate, right? And I'm sure there's a lot more that you've been given, but number one, that's none of my business. Number two, I can't prove that, but I can only assume that. Okay. Yeah, you had a brief career, I guess, in the high-tech industry. Maybe you made some money, but I'm sure most of your money has come from your family's estate. That's the bottom line, right? And quite frankly, Silicone, I don't care where your money comes from. I don't care how much money your family gives you. I don't care how many homes they give you. I don't care what people give you. That's not the point. The point is you're coming out here and projecting that onto me. For some reason, you chose me as your target, and now you want to pay people to harass me on YouTube. You are paying people to harass me on YouTube. And I'm not offended by it, and I've let it all go. I'm just putting it out here because it affects what I do out here on YouTube, and it affects other people from being able to come over here and feeling safe. And that's why I'm putting this message out here. That's it. Okay. Now, you did mention one time, Silicone, or a few times, when you've threatened me many times with your Silicone account. Okay. You did mention that you have family here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's true. I verified that to be true. And another thing to everyone out there that's watching this, because I know a lot of you are watching this and maybe you'll be triggered, and you're going to be triggered because you are dependent on Silicone's money as part of your survival, or you like that extra money. It's been free and easy money, right? It's been easy money to make, and all you have to do is trash talk myself and my woman, Dawn, right? Because it makes this pathetic, miserable man here on the West Coast above California, it makes himself feel better about himself, right? Right? It makes you feel better to blow your money and pay creators with the specific intent to create hateful content on you. That doesn't make you a good person, dude. And the people accepting the money, they're in the same boat. You know you're accepting the money based on those terms, so that doesn't make you a good person, in my opinion. Bottom line, right? But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Do you remember a guy named Anti-Troll Baby who first made me aware of your name? Okay? A lot of people were saying that his information was not true. His information checks out to be 100% positively true. This is absolutely Silicone. It absolutely is Silicone. No doubt about it, right? Now, one more thing, Silicone. Here's the thing. I want to drop this here and let it go and move on. You stop paying people money with the intent to harass myself and my girlfriend, right? If you want to donate to these people because you like their content outside of me, or if they decide to make content on me or others, not influenced by your payment, no problem with that. But when you specifically pay people with the intent to harass me and my girlfriend, Dawn, and other people that I'm affiliated with, and through my organization, the January Networking Association, or GNA for short, that is completely wrong. You know that. You know that is completely wrong, and they know that as well. They do. They absolutely do. Okay? Now, here's the thing, Silicone. Okay? I'm not going to mention names, but I know you have very close family in the North Bay Area. Okay? North of where I live in the North Bay Area. And you've said you come out there to visit your family members. I'm not going to mention what family member this is, but you have a family member that has a name that starts with the letter K. So you have a family member that's close to you that starts with the letter K. And that family member seems to be in a great marriage. They've got a nice house. And it seems like they're good, respectful, honorable people, unlike yourself. Okay. And here's the thing. Okay. You know, I really don't, and this is not a threat, Silicone. What I'm saying is this. If you don't stop, you know, and I feel the need to reach out to one of those family members to ask them what's going on, you know, and if they can do something to help me get you to stop, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing illegal about that, right? And before you say that, you know, that's going real life on someone, let me mention to you that a few of the people you're paying, okay, there's one person that you've been paying to make content on me that has actually done that to myself, reaching out to my family and reaching out to my girlfriend's daughter and my girlfriend's daughter's husband. So people that you're paying to create hate content on me have reached out to my family members, and there's nothing I can do about that. Okay? They can do whatever they want to do. Okay? As long as they don't harass them and they don't keep emailing them. So if you think it's a problem for me, Silicone, to email your family member in the North Bay and make them aware of what you're doing and asking them if they can get you to stop because, you know, this has gotten to the point of, you know, a targeted paid harassment attack. I got to do what I got to do. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I honestly don't want to do. I don't want to get your family involved. If I have to, I will. Just like you folks have gotten my family involved in things that they don't even need to be involved in. I've never done anything. All you guys want to do is, poke fun at me, which is fine. But when you pay people to harass me and do certain things, that is illegal. That is illegal. That's against the law. You know it is, right? You know that, right? And you get mad all you want, get triggered all you want. You want to spam my website? I'll keep blocking you. I'll block your IP address. I'll keep blocking your VPNs, whatever you use. I will keep blocking you. I don't care. And I'll screenshot everything. I don't care. I'm not looking to cause any problems. I just want you to go away before this gets to the point of that you don't want it to go to. And I have the right to defend myself in that way if it needs to get to that point. Okay? You need to swallow your pride. You need to get your emotions in check. Okay? And you need to just move on. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And everybody that you've paid, you've also paid people. There's a few people you're still paying. Okay? I assume you're paying them. Okay? And I know, people have told me you're paying them, and I've seen you publicly put statements out there that you are offering people money to come at me, right? But there are more people from the gig economy that you paid to come at me last year. Lots of money, right? Lots of money. And they took that money, right? Like, Mr. Santiago and also Hannibal, right? You paid those guys. You paid so many people. Now, has that been a productive use of your time and your money? What kind of a person does that make you? And do you really think the people you're paying give a shit about you? Or do they only care about the fact that you're paying them money, and to them, money is money, right? You're all wrong here, okay? And I wanted to put this out there because this is stupid. And I'm telling you, just move on. Grow up and move on. Whatever hate you have for me is not even hate for me, dude. It's hate for yourself. Okay? You have a very severe lack of emotional self-control. You have a very severe lack of self-respect and respect for others. You're a very selfish, spoiled, and entitled person, in my opinion. That's how you behave. That's how you behave. And from what I've seen, I could be wrong. In my opinion, from what I've seen, you've been handed everything. You've been handed everything, and you've got an okay life. Thanks to your family, in my opinion. Maybe you've contributed some to it, which I don't care. I don't care where your money comes from. What I care about is what you're doing to myself and other people. If you were just trolling around and not paying people money with the specific intent to create hateful content on me, because that's your specific intent, you are intentionally paying people to come at myself, right? And others, right? If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be talking about this, right? And I don't really even care to talk about it, but I needed to come out here and put this out there tonight because I'm at the point right now, the new year is coming and the GNA is moving forward. And if you try to get in the way of the GNA moving forward, I'm just letting you know that I got to do what I got to do to protect myself. Okay? And I will do what I have to do to protect myself. Okay? From you. As far as the other creators go, whatever. If they want to take money from you, that's wrong and they shouldn't do that. Okay? But it's not even about them. It's about you. And here's the thing, Silicone, one more thing. If any of these people that you're paying money go real life on me ever again, then you'll be dealing with me regarding that as well. So just letting you know, unless you want to get involved in some things that you would have hoped you didn't get involved with and put your entire estate at risk, I would move on. I would seriously move on and have other people move on as well. If you want to donate money to these creators to create other content in general, that's fine. you keep paying them to specifically attack me and harass me and my girlfriend and my organization, then in 2025, you're going to be dealing with myself in ways that you wish you wouldn't have. And I'm not talking about anything, under board. It's above board. I'm talking above board stuff. Okay? Don't put you or your family or your state or anything like that at risk over the fact that you get off on trying to clown a man that you wish you could be like. That's the bottom line. And I don't care, dude. I'm just an average everyday individual, right? You want to clown me because my family has an estate and you assume that I'm living off of an estate, which I'm not. I have nothing on my name. You have property on your name and things on your name from your estate that have been handed down. But you're not going to come out there and put that out there because it would make you look like a hypocrite. And quite frankly, the people that you're donating to, they probably run background checks on you and they probably know the whole story. But you know why they're giving you a free pass? They don't care as long as they make money. You keep feeding them money, they're going to take your money. It's easy money. I would never take dirty money like that, but it's easy money. So that's why they're giving you a free pass. But mark my words, what happens the moment you stop paying them and you move on? And then they decide, oh, okay, we're going to expose Silicone now, right? You don't think these people know the truth? It's all about the money. That's all it boils down to. And you think that money buys everything. You think that money buys happiness. You think that money can buy anything. Money cannot buy happiness, man. Money cannot buy happiness. And if you have to pay people to attack other people that you perceive to be in a better place than you, in whatever way, if you have to pay people to do that, man, that's pretty sad. That's a pretty sad, pathetic individual. What would your family think about you if they knew what you were doing on the internet? What would they think about you, dude? What would your father and your mother think about you, right? And other family members think about you, bro? So get triggered, spam my website, spam posts. I'm not looking at posts. I don't care. I've got you guys all blocked. I'll keep blocking you. I'll block you all day. But the truth is the truth. And people that didn't know the truth about you now know it. Okay? Now, again, I haven't mentioned anything that can uniquely identify you. Okay? Everything I've done here is above board. You want to run all over YouTube and say, oh, Eli doxed me. No, I haven't doxed you or anyone. Nope. There's no doxing here. I'm putting out a statement and I'm asking you to go away and move on. Show us how strong and real of a person you are. You're in your early 40s now, sir. Act like it. You're a grown-ass man. Start acting like it. Okay? Do the right thing. And if not, dude, then you know what? Whatever will be, will be. I'm just letting you know I'm going to do whatever I can and have to do to protect my business, my brand, my family, my girlfriend, myself. That's all. With that being said, everyone, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.